set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The run inside. It's Barry. It's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Snatch it down the right side. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on third down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
Let's talk for a minute about LSU. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, then flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Here's Durham. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. It's complete on the right side.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to run with Durham. Tripped up for the tackle.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
They'll run it with Caden Durham. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get those goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Drills him with the stiff arm. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Can't get him to the ground.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Running inside. It's White. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On the gun, on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Coming out with it, it's Wilson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Finding some room. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They're going to ride this. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Here's Reed to throw. Dances away. Fires downfield. Makes the grab. It's Warren. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Aggies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. To the air, it's Reed. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. Shakes off the defender. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Nice grab in traffic. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Past the 30. Oh, he got loose. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Jumped on top of the pile. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Could be an alley. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To throw, it's Levitt. Fires left. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Makes it past the marker. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. LSU right back to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Looking downfield on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Throwing Reed. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. It's complete. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run inside. It's White. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They're facing a 3rd down. Quarterback keeps it. Maybe a crease. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get them to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. One more snap coming before halftime. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Under fire. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Using his legs, it's Berry. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Memphis, taking on the number 7 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's Memphis engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Hold and fire complete. Wide open spaces. The 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggies! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's a crease. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. LSU quick to the line. Caden Durham again. Oh, he's got some space. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Handoff, Caden Durham. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. On 1st down, it's Durham again.
This guy has been hard to bring down on this drive for the defense, and the D's lucky there because it was a DB that saved a touchdown. When he got into the 2nd level, he put the Jets on. There were people in the stadium holding their breath thinking he might break it, but this defense up front, they've got to be able to slow him down a little bit.
On the run, it's Berry. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
And they get another 1st down. And this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get 1st downs. And a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Levin. Right on the money. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Handoff to the single back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Some misdirection with the counter. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
Going to the run, it's Durham. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Here's the pressure. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you're not going to see many of those.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. He'll try to tack on one more. And they make the extra point to draw it closer. It's 28-17. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. LSU right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on 1st down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times?
Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Tries to get it on the... and he coughs it up again. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Reed throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. And the stomping has commenced.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Durham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Here's a heat.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Zings it complete to the right. Might have a chance. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
How about the aggressive play call backed up near your own end zone? Your quarterback drops back in the end zone. If he gets tackled, it's a safety, but it pays off. The defense is a little too aggressive, takes the big shot down the field, and he walks in for a 98-yard touchdown pass.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
Number 8, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's going to fire to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Reed. He hurls one deep down the left side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Makes the catch, and he's free. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Again, it's Reed. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the punishment has been extended. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Yeah, if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Bringing the heat. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Tigers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
But we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Texas A&M, 49, LSU, 30. Number 8, set to kick this one away.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play fake, Marcel Reed throws to the tight end. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Here's Reed to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now backed up in their own end, it's third and long. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
So now it's second and long. It's a flea flicker. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the beatdown has ensued. They add on another score, and now that record oh so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Throws to the wideout, and that one's incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They're dealing with a second and long. DB's right up on the receivers. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing Reed. Rushes on him. And down he goes. That's defense bringing the heat. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Offense going to be challenged to protect on third down after that last sack. To the air, it's Reed. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. On the move, he fires. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Looking to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. Holds it in on the left. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. LSU quick to the line.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. Back to pass. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a third down. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Going for it all. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be fourth down. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now, the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Third and 6 yards to go. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Got it, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Reed. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They'll line up to go for 2. Back to throw, it's Levin. And he makes the catch. It's a deuce.
How about the cherry on the sundae? The big INT return for a touchdown, and now throw on the 2-point conversion. Give this team 8.
They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.